Veteran actor, legend, Mr. Ibu, John Okafor, is gone. Yes. John Ikechukwu Okafor, born 7th October 1961, has died on the 2nd of March 2024, aged 62 years. He was a Nigerian actor and a comedian. Now, Mr. Ibu had been battling. It's just weird to be referring to him in past tense, but it is what it is. It is a sad day in Nollywood. He had been battling health condition now for a couple of years. There was even a time they said he was poisoned on a movie, said that his tummy was getting big, and as at then they reported that he died, and he had to come online to say, I am not dead. So when he started trending, or when we started seeing news, on social media platforms, on pages, and we're like, okay, this could also be a rumor. This would be like the third, fourth time that Mr. Ibu would be reported dead. But it looks like now it is actually true. And he has gone. He's said to have died in an hospital in Lagos, Nigeria, following health complications. He had to undergo amputation sometime in November of 2023 due to health complications. Basically, his health just kept deteriorating, and to make matters even interesting, and somehow not even help matters, his family had loggerheads over the monies that Nigerians donated for the treatment of Mr. Ibu. They fought such that they have now involved the police. They are arresting themselves. There are lawyers involved. And the spokesperson for the Actors Guild of Nigeria, actress Kate Henshaw, had to be involved at some point to give press statements and disclaimers saying that the Actors Guild of Nigeria tried their best. They had visited him severally, they had donated money severally, and they got to a point where they were at their wit's end and didn't just know what else to do. That was after Nigerians said Actors Guild of Nigeria should be able to take care of this man, given his contribution to the Nollywood industry. This man has been in the industry since like 2000s. He became famous when he featured in the movie Mr. Ibu. And the interesting thing, in 2018, Mr. Ibu said that the name Mr. Ibu belonged to his grandfather, who was a bigger comedian than himself, but just did not have a platform to showcase his talent, and that some of the characteristics he plays, some of the things he displays are things that he picked from his grandfather. But like I mentioned, 2004 he featured in Mr. Ibu, then 2005 he featured in Mr. Ibu 2, and just like that, this man, I can't imagine how devastated them Chinedu, Ikeje, Osita, Yemen, that's Ake and Popo. I can't imagine how devastated it might be. These guys featured Charles Inoje, all of these amazing people that he has worked, or Sophia, Patience Ozoko, all these are legends in the industry, all these are big names in the industry. I can't imagine how devastated these guys will be right now. And of course his immediate family, how terribly, terribly sad they would be. And this is just happening 24 hours after we lost another important person in the movie industry, Sisi Quadri, whose real name is Quadri Oyebamiji. He also died as a result of some health issues he had. Sisi Quadri's one is even funny because apparently he was okay, just went to the hospital, reported some things, and before you know it, this man has been pronounced dead. It's just really sad. And we hope to God that his soul will continue to rest in peace. God will be with him. Like I mentioned, he was 62. God, these tenses, Lord help me. He was from Enugu State in Nigeria. After his primary education, went to stay with his brother because he lost his dad. And this man had to fight his way through life because he couldn't even attend the university of his choice due to financial circumstances. He had to drop out, and then he now sponsored himself to attend the a school in Institute of Technology in Enugu when he had enough money to be able to do that. His life was out of resilience and just keep things forging ahead. And it's safe to say that he has gone now to be with his colleagues in the industry, some local, these big names about Suwe. He has even Sisi Quadri was a comic actor in his lifetime. So it's safe to say that these comic actors, I can't imagine how jovial, how happy everyone will be to have these three amazing persons, or these 4-5 amazing persons, the likes of Rachel Onega. He has gone to meet with them, and Sound Sultan. It's going to be a merry met, I don't want to imagine what happens in the afterlife, but if there is any, Nigerians are saying Mr. Ibu deserves the peace and the funfair that happens in the afterlife, saying as here he suffered through a lot. I mean, imagine going through several surgeries, as many as 7 surgeries, having your legs amputated twice and still losing the battle. Just sad. But of course, God rest his soul, grant him eternal rest, and help his family, give them the fortitude to bear the loss. I can't wait to see the tribute that is going to flood the internet now following this man's passing. But also, if this is not true, like I mentioned, he's been reported dead now several times. If this happens to not be true and Mr. Ibu comes online to say I am healed and I'm happy, of course I would also let you know about that. Comic actor, a legend at that, John Okafor, who we all know as Mr. Ibu, has had to have his legs, one of his legs actually, amputated following a battle with diabetes. Now, if you're conversant with anything happening in the social media world, especially as it concerns our celebrities, you would know that Mr. Ibu recently came out to ask Nigerians to please come and help him because he is lying sick in the hospital. His legs are beginning to, what's the word now, to decay, and they are saying that if nothing is done quick enough, they were going to amputate his leg. So he came out soliciting for funds and help from well-meaning Nigerians. In fact, the whole thing became such a big issue that Ketenshaw, who is the spokesperson for the Actors Guild of Nigeria, had to come out to say that we helped this man, we've helped him, and we have evidences that prove that we actually did help Mr. Ibu throughout his health tribulations, because it's not known now that Mr. Ibu has had health complications for a while now. There was a time when he said he was poisoned and his tummy was growing big. I mean, we will get all of that in the course of the video, but now let's talk about the situations that surrounded the amputation of the leg of 62-year-old Nigerian veteran actor Mr. Ibu. How did we get to know this? I mean, we did not come to this information on our own. His daughter, who actually also had issues with the public, because there was a time that it came out that she's actually not his daughter. She's just somebody who is trying to use him to to generate money and chase clout on internet. And then she got married to a certain white man, and then she divorced the man almost immediately because she realized the man was not a good person. And Mr. Ibu's wife, I mean, remember that gist. This is that same daughter that has now come out to announce to say, guys, we have had to amputate my daddy's legs. One of my daddy's legs. So this is what she said. She said, "Good afternoon, Nigerians. We want to appreciate everyone that has come through for our dad. Saying we are grateful is an understatement, and only the good Lord can thank you all enough for every help you have rendered. As of 1 p.m. noon today, Daddy has gone through 7 successful surgeries, but to keep him alive and increase his chances of recovery, one of his legs had to be amputated. This development has been hard on us all, but we've had to accept it as Daddy's new reality to keep him alive." This is what she had to say that my dad's leg, that is Mr. Ibu's legs, one of his legs actually, have been amputated. Now, we don't know the degree of amputation. Maybe it's just from the knee down, or maybe they had to go up to the thigh region. We don't know to what degree they had to, take off his leg in order to stop the spread of whatever it is that is affecting him. In fact, Mr. Ibu celebrated his 62nd birthday on the hospital bed. They had to gather around him just to, celebrate him on his birthday. So Nigerians have different reactions to this. From some people saying, "Oh my goodness, this is as a result of him not treating diabetes," and others are saying this story is not complete. What kind of diabetes does he have? I mean, how long has he been trying to manage it? Or lots of different reactions, but generally people are just like, "Oh my goodness, this is not something that was expected," which is why I said it's a turn of events, because I can't necessarily say that this is a good turn of event or like a bad turn of event, but we just know that this is what is needed for the survivor of Mr. John Okafor, Mr. Ibu. And of course, it's not spoken. I want to believe that maybe he's still in surgery, or maybe in recovery actually, because she said they've already amputated, so it will most likely be in recovery, trying to recover and learn how to live with one of his legs. He's now a disabled man, which is quite sad if you think about it, for someone who has lived majority of his life able to work, and do everything for himself. But yeah, let's get to talk some more about Mr. Ibu and all of the journey and everything. I mean, you could just go back now and laugh at some of the movies he has made. He has indeed made the childhood of most of us, myself included. So yeah, in these moments we are praying that God will give him strength, because I mean that's what he needs most likely now, and his family also. God is going to give them strength to deal with this period in their life as they adjust to this new reality, as his daughter has said. Mr. Ibu is from Enugu State, and after his elementary school in 1974, he was actually born on the 17th of October 1961. After his elementary school, he moved to Sapele to stay with his brother after his father's demise. He did menial jobs to sponsor himself to school. He worked as an hairstylist. He ventured into photography and also with a company that produces crates. After secondary school, he was admitted into the College of Education, Yola, but pulled out due to financial difficulties. He later enrolled at the Institute of Management and Technology, IMT Enugu, as soon as he was financially able to. Mr. Ibu actually has starred in more than 200 Nollywood movies, including the movie Mr. Ibu 1 and 2 that gave him his nickname Mr. Ibu as far back as 2004. He was in Police Recruit 2003. This man has been in the industry for a long while. He actually also ventured into music. He has some songs that he has released on 15th of October 2020. He released This Girl and Do You Know. Now, this man has been suffering from a lot of health complications, and yeah, they have had to amputate one of his legs. And actually, at a point, the former Senate President of Nigeria paid off all of his medical expenses as at October of 2023, which was why some Nigerians were calling out the Actors Guild of Nigeria, saying that how else are they helping their own people? How else are they helping this man? Because why will Mr. Okafor now still be looking and asking for help when he is actually a financial member of the Actors Guild of Nigeria, which was what prompted Kate Henshaw to come and say different things and explain the side of the guild, saying that they went to visit him in the hospital, they did a lot of things, and they also insinuated that Mr. Ibu's condition was one that could have been avoided, so to say. But yeah, this is the end result now. He's had to have one of his legs amputated. In the comment section, you can let me know what you think, and if there's any updates on it, maybe if Mr. Ibu speaks up or whatever happened. Because some persons are saying celebrities and fans should not turn this into a clout chasing session where people will begin to have odd takes on the internet surrounding this, that they don't want that. So, but if it eventually comes to that, of course, we'll be here to let you know that. So, to not miss any updates, any news, maybe not just about Mr. Okafor, but about any other thing happening with celebrities, entertainment news, lifestyle reports, please stay subscribed to this channel. Subscribe if you're yet to do that. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Share with 1 to 3 as many persons as possible, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Until then, guys, take care of yourselves and bye.